Hey, welcome to episode 89 of Credit 101. In this episode, we want to talk about 4 ways to reduce your mortgage debt or just get rid of it. And let me say this is not totally just about like just paying it off. If you want to reduce it and get rid of it, the best way is just to pay it off. Like seriously, just pay it off. I'm talking about people that's behind. Like, what should you do? I might not even need, like, how do I get rid of this mortgage in general? Like, I don't want it anymore. That's kind of what this video is about. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Don't forget, I'm a real estate broker, so I can definitely answer any questions that you all have. Now, the first thing is, I want you guys to try to get some type of extension. If you're behind on your mortgage, try to see if you can get an extension so that you can get on some type of a payment agreement for your payments now, or also you could probably move that debt to like the end of their loan, or you pay it later on. But get some type of extension on the payments that you may be behind on, okay? Because some people, like I said, people like, I was probably going to get rid of my mortgage. I can't do anything about it. Try to get an extension if you really want to keep it, but you just scared, so you say you want to get rid of it, okay? Try to see if you can get an extension. And if you can't get an extension, a great option could also be to refinance your mortgage. A lot of people paid off a lot of their mortgage, and then they have like a hiccup or something's going on where they just cannot pay it. You guys can always try to see if you can refinance it, which can actually help you guys out a lot. If you all refinance it, you could possibly push the loan back. You can have more time to pay it. And if you extend the term of the loan, then think about it like this: you're going to have a lower payment, which can help you all pay it faster. I really do not suggest this. I'm to the point where I'm like, pay off your debt as soon as possible. But this is, again, is for those people that's like, hey, I need to do something. I cannot pay this. Like, I need to do this before I go into something worse, like a foreclosure or something like that. Then try to see if you can refinance your mortgage. You can get a better interest rate. You can possibly get a lower interest rate. You got to see what the rates are at the time, but you can aim towards getting that lower payment. Or you can also take cash out of your house if you need it. I took out a $20,000 loan out of one of our properties before, and it's an easy process. Some banks don't even need to come and look at the house. Some banks do need to come look at the house and do an appraisal, but you have that option, okay? And refinance, you can take money out and still get another mortgage, and it could still be a lower mortgage, as long as you extend that term out a little longer. But think of that as an option. And you can also ask for a loan modification, like to modify the terms of your loan, saying, hey, I don't want to necessarily refinance my loan. Because sometimes you refinance, you'll go to another bank. You can ask them to modify the terms of your loan now. So ask for a loan modification. You can just also get rid of your house. Just be honest, just get rid of it. Say, hey, I don't want it. We're going to talk about things you can do about that, ways you can go about that. But you can honestly just get rid of it. That if you get rid of your house, you're not going to have a mortgage no more. And sometimes people need to file bankruptcy too. So if you are finding that none of these options are going to work for you, maybe you're upside down on your mortgage, you owe more than it's worth, basically, you cannot do a short sale, deed in lieu, you can't do that. It's just only going to be just a straight foreclosure, and you just like, I just don't want to go this route. You just want to file bankruptcy because you got other debts. Then that is an option for you. Okay, that's definitely an option. But hopefully this video helped you all. There's a lot of videos out there about paying your debt down on your mortgage, getting it paid off quickly. But I wanted to talk to those people that's like, I just don't want to have a mortgage in general, and I can't pay it. This is what this video was about. But I'll see you guys in episode 90 of Credit 101. Hopefully you guys love this video. Okay, welcome to episode 90 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about 5 ways to catch up on your delinquent payments. So if you guys have like different debts out there, maybe your credit card, maybe you'll be on your mortgage, your rent, just some payments in general, I want to tell you guys how you can actually get ahead of that, okay? So the first thing is you have to get on a budget. I just want to go straight into it and be honest. Like, you have to get on the budget. I have to do the same thing. And it seems like when I'm living outside of my budget, I spend so much money. So I try to just stay on a budget. And then if I have extra money, I'll use extra money to pay off my debt. That's just my thoughts. Whatever the debts could be, that's what my thought is. And right now, my extra debt that I'm thinking about right now is just my car. I want to pay it off. So if you guys have problems with your payments, first you got to get in the mindset of, I need to live on a budget. That way I know how much I have extra. And when I have the extra money, I can put that on future bills or debt that's holding me back. Okay. So definitely get on a budget. Next, you want to focus on your most important bills. If you guys are behind on a lot of payments, don't think, oh, let me go and pay my credit card, or let me pay this first. Think about where you live, like your mortgage. If you don't pay your mortgage, you can lose your house. Okay. So I don't want you to be thinking about, oh, I owe this collection. I'm going to pay my collection, even though I owe this mortgage. No, 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 no. You need to get back up to date on your most important bills. Even if you had a payment plan with that collection company, I don't care. You need to get up to date on your most current bills and the most important. Well, the most important bills, not most current, but the most important bills. So again, that could be your mortgage. You got to think about your energy bill, just making sure you have food, make sure you have gas. And also, I want you guys to keep in mind too, I really want you to, like, at all costs, no matter what, in my mind, and I don't care. Like, if I was to have some type of financial situation happen again, I'm gonna protect my credit. So anything that's reported on my credit report is important to me. And I used to never be like that. I used to be like, it don't matter. But I'm not gonna mess around with my credit, and I want you guys to be the same way. Do not mess around with your credit. Anything that's reporting to the credit bureaus in terms of your current accounts, your current credit cards that you have reported, not some that's like not the ones that's closed or anything like that, but the ones that's actually open. Please make sure you stay current on those, because you could have some that's closed because they charge it off, now you're paying on, or you have some type of payment agreement. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the ones that's actually reporting to the credit bureaus right now. Protect that. Like, I'm above all things, protect that. Okay. So catch up on those first. I want you guys to reach out to your creditors. So if you got a credit card that you cannot pay, please call them and say, hey, I'm having financial difficulties. Can I move this around? Can I move that around? Can I do this? And when I say move things around, you can say, hey, can I pay this? Not can you move my due date back? Can I switch my due date? Can I pay a smaller amount on this? Or if you guys still have a balance on that credit card, I mean, so you have money still available on that credit card, I would suggest, and I would suggest this for anybody else, but I don't care about the late payment. So you was due on the first, right? Let me just be clear. Your payment was due on the first. They cannot mark you late until you do not pay it for 30 days. So if you guys are about to get a late payment, like the first one, on the first, I wouldn't say do nothing, right? I wouldn't say do what I'm going to tell you, because this, I don't believe it, but I just, in my heart, I just feel like somebody should listen to this. If you do on the first, you fine. But if you get to the 25th, 26th, to the 27th, if you still got money on that card and you do not have any cash, you can't do nothing else, I would suggest that you just take enough out in terms of a cash advance or your credit card. Get that cash and pay your bill. Okay? Pay your bill, because you're not going to get a late payment. People don't understand that late payments are going to hurt you so much. That's 35% of your credit score. I do not like cash advance, period. I don't. They start charging interest right away. I just don't agree with it. I don't think it's a situation where you need them. I may be ignorant of it. I don't know. But I just don't think that I'm going to pay you interest on this credit card. Like, I focus on not paying interest on my credit card. So I'm not going to take money to pay interest. But in this instance, if you guys have money left over, you don't have a cash, or you don't have any cash or anything like that, then I do suggest that. Okay. Please keep that in mind, because that's very, very important. But definitely reach out to your creditors. Try to see if you can move the payment back, change your due date, pay a lesser amount, figure out what you can do. Okay. That's being real. Now, the next thing is you can look into consolidating your debt. If you guys have decent credit, like you're having a problem, like you about to have a delinquent bill, so you're trying to figure out how to catch up. If you don't have a delinquent bill, try to see if you can get like a 0% APR credit card somewhere, because you can consolidate using that. You can do balance transfers to this credit card, and that can help you guys out a lot. You can also go to the bank. I remember I went to the credit union, and one that gave me money on my house. I went to them, and when I refinanced my house and got the cash out, I asked for a credit card. So they was able to approve me for a $6,000 credit card. And what they did was they took all of those smaller credit cards that had all these little payments on, and it was bullcrap credit cards, if you ask me. Excuse me. We had Victoria's Secrets, we had Express, we had these different credit cards. Nothing that was like very high limit. But what they did was they paid off all those credit cards. They told me to close them, which I would not suggest. I would not do that. Maybe the credit union just was not messing with me because they thought I was going to run it up again. But they told me to close that. But what they did was they just put all of that on $6,000 credit cards. So all those little small credit cards, I probably have to pay $25 for, $35 per month. They all on this new credit card. Now, I know a few people that's doing like consolidation companies. I tell people to do what you have to do, okay? But in my case, I would rather you pick your credit score up, or bring your credit score up as much as you can. And please forgive me for my language. Like, I'm taking Spanish right now and I cannot think. I honestly cannot think, like, seriously. But I would rather you increase your credit score. And when you increase your credit score, you can have options of like those 0% APR credit cards, or you can get a personal loan with a very low interest score. You'll have these options. I would rather you get to that point than to do like a consolidation, and then you paying them so many fees. So I just wanted you guys to keep that in mind, okay? And sometimes people consolidate into a very high, like a very high interest loan, when you can look into like Dave Ramsey, Debt Snowball, and you can just start knocking out those smaller bills that you're paying every month for no reason. Like I said, Victoria's Secret Express, those are like some that I was paying. I could have just knocked those out and just kept it pushing. So definitely think about that, and that's gonna help you catch up on your bills. And also, this is the biggest one too. Well, the biggest was budget, but when you see what your budget is, you see how much money you have. Make sure that you get another job, bring in some more income. I don't care what you have to do, do a side hustle. Figure out something to bring in more income. And then, too, again, with that budget, you're going to start seeing where your money is going. Cut your expenses. I cut like $600 off of my bill, and I made a video about that. And I just realized Netflix was one that had to go, but I just realized it was just so many places that I could have got my credit score and my credit score, but it was so many places I could have got like my cable or internet and stuff. Not cable internet, but well, cable internet, that's free. I'm gonna talk about that. But say like the Netflix, all these streaming services. There we go. All the streaming services. So many places I could have got that for free. Like I have Prime. Y'all better use that. With my American Express, I had it where I believe I was able to get like Disney Plus for $1 a month. It was like Disney Plus and Hulu built together. It was like $1.90 per month for 6 months. And I just realized I would rather pay that than to pay the Netflix. I cancel my car wash membership, like things like that. But definitely watch that video. I don't want this video to be too long because it's already like going into a very long conversation, but this is very, very important. So if you guys if you're delinquent on your debt, just follow these different things and watch more videos and figure out what you have to do to become current. But really, you need to start cutting certain things you just shouldn't be paying. Cut those expenses, bring up your income, and create a budget. Those are like the top ones, okay? And that will help you all out a lot. I'll see you guys in episode 91.